Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum boys. This is your teacher Farooq Sarwar and this is the video of today online class of written work of chapter number 14, the National Unity and Freedom Movement. So boys, today we will have to complete the short question number 4 and short question number 5 of this unit. So for that sake I will like to repeat the questions in front of you, and after then I will go to detail regarding these questions. So boys, the question number 4 says that what did Allama Iqbal think in early 1910 about the unity of Muslim world? I am repeating my line again. What did Allama Iqbal think in early 1910 about the unity of Muslim world? One question is that, and next question is short question number 5 is saying that write a short note on Allama Iqbal. It means to say any 5 lines. So boys, as you can see that both questions are similar. In one question they are asking about what did Allama Iqbal think in early 1910, and another question they are asking about write a short note on Allama Iqbal. So for that sake I made these questions more easier for you, and for that sake we have taken the question page number 69. On that 69 page, as you know that I have read this lesson and explained this lesson to you in your school. So as you can see in the book, in this book I have collected the main points, and after then those main points I made 2 questions out of them, and one question, as you can see in this paragraph, you can see Allama Iqbal 1877 1938, and I underline or I pick up important points from this paragraph of page number 68 and page number 69. In these paragraph important points were taken by me in the rough copy, and after then those important points were converted in the answer for you. As you can see in first question they are asking that what did Allama Iqbal think in early 1910. It means to say that tell us about the thinking of Allama Iqbal in early 1910. It means after 1910, in the first decade of 19th century, his thoughts were changed, and after then his ideas and his thoughts were changed according to the according to the demands of Muslim requirements of Muslim community in subcontinent. So for that sake you can see I have wrote the answer, and for showing to you the answer I would like to mention that boys, you will have to represent these questions in your copy in your best presentation. As you can see, you will have to do the shading, you will have to do the margin line, you have to do the underlining, and you will have to be careful regarding your presentation in your copy, and be ready for taking for the sake of screenshots, because screenshots will be very much helpful for you to complete your copy. And now come to the answer. Now answer says that first of all I have put up the main heading Allama Iqbal 1877 and 1938. After then I have made 2 points. As you can see, Allama Iqbal was the great poet and philosopher. Allama Iqbal was the great poet and philosopher. And point number 2 says that he wrote poetry in Urdu and Persian. He wrote poetry in Urdu and Persian. So this heading and these 2 points were introduction of Allama Iqbal, and after then we will have to mention the heading that what is the question is asking about Allama Iqbal thinking in early 1910. Allama Iqbal thinking in early 1910. So we'll have to put the idea now. What the demand of the question is, the idea, and the idea was that what he thought in early 1910, and in early 1910 Allama Iqbal thought that as you can see on your screen, Muslim world should be united into single community, In early 1910, he thought that the Muslim world should be united in single community. As you can see, I am repeating the line again for your convenience, and the line says, point number 1 says, और heading number 2 का point number 1 जो कह रहा है वो क्या कह रहा है boys? In early 1910, Iqbal thought that the Muslim world should be united. The Muslim world should be united in single community. And point number 3 says that he conveyed his ideas through his poetry. He conveyed his ideas through his poetry. So that this is the answer of the short question number 4. I am again showing this answer to you, and after then I will go to the short question number 5. I am repeating the whole question and answer for your convenience, and then I will go to the question number 5. Short question number 4 says that what did Allama Iqbal think in early 1910 about the Muslim world? Answer includes 2 headings. One heading says Allama Iqbal 1877-1938. In this heading we have mentioned that Allama Iqbal was the great poet and philosopher, and other second line says he wrote poetry in Urdu and Persian. And after that we have to mention the next heading, and that heading says Allama Iqbal thinking in early 1910. In early 1910 he thought that the Muslim world should be united. The Muslim world should be united into a single community. In a single community. And point number 2 says he conveyed his ideas through his poetry. He conveyed his ideas through his poetry. Now come to short question number 5, and short question number 5 is saying that, short question number 5, write a short note on Allama Iqbal, and in the bracket you can see on 5 lines. They are asking about any 5 lines. So I have mentioned the heading Allama Iqbal 1877-1938 again, and after then I have mentioned the 5 points. You can see point number 1 says that Allama Iqbal was great poet and philosopher. Allama Iqbal was a great poet and philosopher. Point number 2 says that he was a brilliant scholar. He was a brilliant scholar. Point number 3 says that, boys, you can take the screenshot for your convenience. Point number 3 says that he studied philosophy and law. As you can see, I have highlighted the important things. I have the giving the underlining and highlighting to the important points, so you will have to do the same in your copy, boys. He studied philosophy and law in England and Germany. He studied philosophy and law in England and Germany. After then, point number 4 says in 1930 at Allahabad he put forward his dream of an independent and liberal Islamic state. In 1930 at Allahabad he put forward his dream of an independent and liberal Islamic state. And after then, point number 5 says, last point says that, as you can see in your screen, last point says that through his poetry he described the past of Muslim history. Through his poetry he described the past of Muslim history. Through his poetry he described the past of Muslim history. So that was all regarding our today's online class. Thank you very much, boys. Allah